Hi everybody, Sean Holsinger here from HolsingersFlyShop.com, bringing you another video today. Today it's a classic streamer pattern, the Grizzly King. Very cool fly. I'll admit I watched Tiger King on Netflix and enjoyed watching it, but anyway, I was flipping through Facebook and stuff like that, and actually constantly looking for new patterns to tie and just doing Google searches. I like tying old streamers. If just to put it on the wall or whatever in a shadow box, but I also like to fish streamers too. And I came across this one, the Grizzly King, and it made me think, oh, with all the Tiger King going on, I'm going to tie the Grizzly King. So very fun to tie, very easy to tie, and it's a cool looking pattern. So let's not waste any more time here. Let's get into tying it. Here you're going to see it in the vise, and then the material list to tie it. Hey everybody, here you see the fly-in hook, very cool old classic streamer pattern, and let's get into tying it. So the hook we're going to use is a Daiichi 2340. This is a size 10, and just a very long shank hook, which works great for these streamers, and it's a limerick hook. The thread I'm starting out with is dark gray. You could use black here. Would be fine. I just have dark gray on my bobbin, so I'm going to use it. I'm going to start that on there, and I'm going to wrap back towards the bend of the hook. And I'm going to stop right at the bend. Okay, now next thing I'm going to use, this is just an old red feather here. I got it out of my grab bag, and you know, I've been using these feathers a lot. Just any old saddle hackle feather or whatever you got there for a tail. And I'm going to place this on the back, and I'm just going to wrap it down, and I want a nice decent length to my tail, but not overpowering. And we're going to wrap it down a little bit, and then what I'm going to do is just make sure I get that all nice and covered right there, because I'm going to leave a little bit of that dark gray thread showing. Next thing I'm going to do is you could use green thread here, or I have some green floss, so I'm going to use green floss, which is what the original pattern was tied with, but we don't sell it at the shop, but green thread works just fine. So I'm just going to tie this green floss on here. And I'm going to wrap it back, and I'm going to stop just shy of that red, just so it has a little bit of black showing through. And then we're just going to cover up our thread a little, or hook shank a little bit. Alright, we're just going to add some silver tinsel. I got it on a spool here. This is the size number 12 gold silver. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to tie it silver side facing out. So when I wrap it, the silver side will face down, which is what we want. I mean, will face out showing, which is what we want. Now you can see I'm going to wrap right back there, and I'm going to stop, just leave a little bit of that black showing, because that's the way the original was tied. And then we're going to bring our thread back up here. And if I was using green thread, I would just want to cover this all with green thread. But I'm going to use the green floss, which I had laying around here at the house, and I'm going to cover it up. But I'm going to smooth it out before I lay the floss. I'm going to try to smooth this out with my thread here. So. Okay, that's pretty good. So we're going to come in with our green floss. You could use embroidery thread, would work great right here, which is about the same as this floss. Oops. Yeah, keep it tight together, which I lost it there. I'm going to put that back. There we go. Get that back out of the way. Now I'm going to wrap this green floss up through here. Or embroidery thread would be a very good alternative to the floss, which you can find at Walmart, Hobby Lobby. So, move this back again, keeps coming out. Okay, and try to keep this nice and even, build a nice level body. There we go, wrap it right up there to where we stopped our thread, which is about an eye length and a half back. There we go, nice. Now we're going to tie this off. And make a couple wraps here. And we're just going to cut those. Now I'm going to evenly space my silver up through here. Just to make a nice flashy body. And we'll tie that off. Okay, there we have the body of our fly built. Very nice, very simple looking. If you want, you could add some Solarez Bone Dry or something here to protect it, but you don't have to. Next thing I'm going to use is, I have this nice whiting Euro hackle, and I just already plucked a couple feathers off the bottom. I wanted some wider ones, but any Grizzly hackle, this calls for a Grizzly, it's the Grizzly King. A nice bugger pack would work great for you, but I got these feathers, and you see how they got a nice little round tip there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put them back to back, actually the inside of the feather to the inside of the other one, line up the tips, and I'll pinch them off. So I got back to back feathers. There we go. They're fighting me a little bit. And you'll see here how it kind of makes it a little bit thicker. That's the side view, that's the top view there. Okay, I'm going to lay this on the fly, and I want this to go just shy of the tips of the tails. So on this one, you see it's this black stripe here. So we're going to take and I'm going to pinch my feathers, and I'm going to strip it back right by that black stripe. Okay, and that's going to be the length of my wings. That's what I want. Alright, so I'm going to pull just a couple more fibers back, and then I'm going to trim this off. Now the rest of that feather we're going to lay aside for a second. And I'm going to take my two wings, and I'm going to lay them right on top of here. And you saw there that I stripped back, let me get it in the center, I stripped back the hackle fiber so I have something to tie down to. I'm just going to tie that down right on top. Didn't get it centered the way I wanted it, so we're going to try it again. And I'm going to try to center these and keep them on top of that. They rolled a little bit. This is the hardest part, is getting these not to roll and getting them to stay the way you want them. And once you get them there, you tie it down. And you want it to stay right on the top of the fly. And I'm going to tweak these around here just a little bit to get them where I want them. There we go. Now, the parts that we pulled off, the rest of this feather shaft here, this is what I'm going to use for my hackle. So I'm just going to pull a couple of the fibers out at the front. And I'm going to take those fibers and I'm going to trim them off. By trimming them off like that, it gives me something to tie down to. So I'm going to put them on the fly and tie them down here. And this is going to make the hackle on my fly. So once we got that tied on, we're just going to palmer this forward, tease my fibers backwards on the fly, and I'm going to give it about 3 wraps. Just make sure I keep those fibers out of the way and tie it off. There we go. And then I'm going to keep my head small. Make a nice clean head on this. And then whip finish. Okay, I got a little straggler here. I'm just going to pluck that off. And then I'm going to come in with a little bit of bone dry and build up that head just a little bit with my bone dry. Just to make it a cleaner looking head. And the reason I went with black thread, or in this case the dark gray, is because I wanted a black head on it. So if you just go with the green, you can switch up the black thread to make the head, or you can make it with a green. It doesn't really matter. But there you go. There you see the Grizzly King all tied and finished for you. Very cool looking fly. Okay guys, hope you like that pattern. As far as streamers go, classic streamer patterns, very, very easy. Like I said, I used some floss in there that I picked up at a show one time. Embroidery thread will work perfectly for this. So run down to Walmart, get yourself a nice glossy looking embroidery thread, and it'll give you the same effect. I would probably say usually that embroidery thread comes in 6 strands, I believe. Maybe cut it down to 3. Peel it in half so you're not using as much, making it as bulky. It will make a nicer body for you. Have fun, experiment. Try different colors if you want to. Maybe a yellow or something, a little bit flashy. It would work great that way too. So anyway guys, have fun. That's what tying's all about. Just experiment. Try these things, if nothing else, just to learn the techniques and become a better tyer. I like to tie these patterns just for practice. And you know, making these wings stand upright, that takes practice. So play around, have fun, and you know, learn new techniques, because that's what I'm here about. If you can learn all the techniques, you can tie any fly you want to that's out there. You just have to learn the different techniques to tie them. So enjoy it guys, I hope you did. And if you would like any of these flies, I sell them on our website. This one's not going to be posted on the website, but hey, if you want to try it and you don't want to tie it, let me know. Holsingersflyshop@gmail.com if you're ever looking for any custom orders. I do custom tying. Right now I'm tying a lot of Scott's big nymphs. Can't keep them up to date on the website. As soon as I tie them and put them on the website, they're sold. So I've been just taking orders for them. So like I said, you want any custom fly tying done, Holsingersflyshop@gmail.com, and I'll get right on that for you. So thanks for watching everybody, and until next time when I bring you another video, make sure you like and subscribe to this. If you give this a thumbs up, you know, it helps move it up in the viewing for me and helps me out. And subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, so you're constantly updated. I try to bring them twice a week, and you get to see all my new videos. So thanks for watching everybody. Until next time, I'm Sean Holsinger.